Today I want to talk about my porn addiction and how I overcame it. So start with when I was about an addict, not the addiction, just watching porn. But it was more of a accidental discovery. Like, I feel like that's the way for most people as well. They just accidentally walk through it and then that starts something because it's a highly attractive stimuli that you don't really have much experience with as an 11-year-old, because girls haven't hit puberty and you don't really know what a pretty girl looks like. So you have like this great first experience and you just want to copy that. It was on YouTube, it wasn't Pornhub or whatever. That didn't start for a few years, and I think, well, it's not great. And it's something that is quite embarrassing to talk about as well, because it's a very taboo topic in the UK. It's not something that many people choose to talk about because they feel shame for it, other people make them feel shame for it, and I'm not going to do that today. I use it if you like, use it, don't use it if you don't think it will work, but I'm just here to talk. What else did I do? So, yeah, Pornhub for a couple of years, that was not fun. Well, I mean, the anticipation of it's fun, that's just dopamine. Everyone knows how that works. Or I feel like they should. But, yeah, it's embarrassing about me. I would always imagine that I was the person in the room. I was the one having the sex with the girl. That's what I would imagine. I would think that, oh, yeah, that's going to be me someday, or I'm learning how to do it properly. It's not that difficult, and it doesn't work. I can tell you that now. That's not a very healthy way to go about it. But eventually I knew I had to change, and I'm going to tell you how I did it. So the two main things were an environment change and let's start with the environment, so I can remember the other one. I changed my environment. I went on holiday for a month to China when it arrived at the perfect time, because I was already thinking, shit, I don't want to do this anymore. But when you're at home, it's kind of harder because you're in your room, you're in bed, and stuff like that. But when you're on a holiday with your family, then it's much easier. And it doesn't have to be as expensive as that. It can be something really simple, like, I don't know the age range of the people who will see this, but if anyone, you can move to a different place, you can go do things elsewhere, figure out your triggers, what makes you feel like you want to shit or masturbate, whatever. I feel like building a routine is probably the most important thing about it. That's the second thing, because the first one is difficult for most people. The second one is a bit easier because it's in your control entirely. And when you build a routine, your mind knows what it needs to do next. And I feel like that's where most people watch porn, because they are sitting there, it's idle, and they think, oh, I've got nothing else to do, might as well waste a few hours wanking off. And don't worry, I feel the same. And people say embrace boredom, and that's very useful when you can. But if you're in the midst of something like that, I feel like there are better ways. Routine is probably a great first step as compared to just sitting there, because I don't think if I got told that at 16, I would not have the capacity. So what else? Change your environment, build a routine, create an if-then loop. These works a little bit. I think you really have to be able to just do it though, and stop thinking about it. It's like, if I want to do porn, I will do 5 push-ups. Feeling glass has a lot of energy, I will say that now. So it can be repurposed, maybe through exercise. I feel like exercise is the easiest one because you can do it anywhere. And yeah, but porn is everywhere. Companies are learning your preferences through the algorithm and just other things. They're learning what primes our brains the most by products and stuff like that to be interested. And I feel like sexual attraction is quite the thing. Men have an area in their brains which are literally activated whenever they see something sexual looking. Whether it's a pair of rocks that look like boobs, men will still look at it and think, that looks nice. So when it's that easy, companies will find any way to get you to be more interested in their product, even if it's completely unrealistic. So yeah, I know there are many people going through this, and it could be a struggle, for sure. But if I was to talk now to my 16-year-old self, I'd say hang in there. You will probably relapse a couple times, and it won't be fun. But just keep going and stop counting, because that's not going to help anything. So yeah, I think that's it.